Hello everyone, what is up? Today on this video, I am going to be talking about the best K-pop albums of all time, in my opinion. These are the best in my opinion, alright? I just want to put that out there right now. We all have different tastes, so don't be mad at me if my taste isn't the same as yours, alright? These are the best in my opinion. But this is going to be a three-parter because for me, I personally don't have like an ultimate favorite K-pop album, so I've put together a list of like the best, like 30 of the best K-pop albums, again, in my opinion. And I'm going to put that in a three-parter series just so that these videos don't get too long. So yeah, I'm going to be doing 10 albums per video. Alright, so yeah, let's get started. Since I don't have an ultimate favorite, since I don't have an ultimate favorite K-pop album, I put together, like, I wrote down the names of the albums, and I'm just gonna, like, randomly select one, and then I'll talk about it. So, alright, I have them chilling on my bed here. Ooh, okay, Day6's Moonrise album. I have that album. I have it right here. This album is so good. So I would say that this album is kind of sentimental, has more of a sentimental vibe. I guess I would say that for the other half too, which we'll get into eventually. But this album, it starts off more upbeat with Better Better, and then it gets slower with their song I Like You, which is such a good song. I mean, okay, so let me tell y'all, there is a series of music videos with this album that has like a whole storyline. I don't remember, so I'll put them all on the side of the screen here. If y'all love a good storyline, definitely check out the music videos, but they are all a part of, like, I don't remember if they're all from Moonrise or if they're from the second half too, which, like I said, I'll get into either in this video or the next video. I have no idea. Or the one after that. I don't know. But yeah. So, during the year 2017, Day6 did like this, it was called Everyday 6, okay? And they basically released like 2 songs the 6th day of every month, like the whole year of 2017, and they compiled them into 2 different albums, and Moonrise is one of those albums. It was the second album, so, which, she's a little crusty. She's a little crusty. I don't know how that happened. She's a little crusty, but I've had this album for a while. But yeah, so anyways, back to more about like the actual songs on this album. It definitely has like a lot of upbeat songs, like What Can I Do, Whatever, Be Lazy. Be Lazy is good. Also Pouring's a really good one. That one might be one of my favorites on the album. I really love that song. And then there's a song on this album called I Remember, which some of the like instrumental has like a, I don't know if it's like an Irish or like Scottish kind of music kind of sound. I don't know. Excuse my ignorance for music from that part of the world, but it's very fun. I Remember's, it's fun, kind of slow, but then it's like fun. It's, yeah. And then we have Hi Hello, which is like a really sweet song. It's a slower song, but it's really sweet. It's really pretty. And yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of bad at describing, but still, just check out this album. It is really good. Day6, if you don't know who they are, you live under a rock. No, I'm kidding. They're kind of well known in K-pop, but not entirely. But they play instruments. They don't like sing and dance. They sing and play instruments. So yeah, they're an actual band. Boy band. Man band. So yeah, definitely check out Moonrise by Day6. It's really good if you if you like slower songs, if you like chill stuff, chill. If you like chill stuff, this is your album, y'all. This is for you. ENHYPEN's Dimension Answer. I unfortunately do not have this album. Oh my gosh, it is so good though. Honestly, ENHYPEN is one of those groups where I can pretty much trust that every song they come out with is gonna be a bop. I mean, they have some songs where I'm just like, oh, it's okay, but like for the most part, like I know it's gonna be good, okay? And this album is no exception, because tell me why every single song on this album is a bop. Every single song. Love it. I love this album. I love this album. It's so good. The album is very upbeat. Like, it's the type of album to put you in a really good mood. Like, if you're feeling kind of, like, just listen to Dimension Answer, and you'll be alright. You will be all set. Honestly, like, a couple of the songs on this album kind of make me feel like I should start running, which is weird, especially since I don't really like to run. But, like, Tame Dash and Attention Please, like, those songs, like, I feel like I could just start running down the road. Like, that's how, like, upbeat and, like, kind of maybe fast-paced that they are. I don't know. They're really fun. I can picture myself just, like, running down the road while listening to those songs. Maybe I should start running and I can make a running playlist, and then those two songs will be on the running playlist. I don't know. But yeah. It's really good. And then, like, Go Big or Go Home. It's such a club song. Like, I would love to hear that song at a club. And of course they have slower songs on the album, like just a little bit. It's a really pretty slower song. And Polaroid Love, which is kind of slow. It's kind of slow, but it's also the song is so iconic. Polaroid Love. And then Blessed Curse. Oh my gosh. But the song Blessed Curse on this album, really good. 11 out of 10. And if you're a MOA, if you like TXT, they have a song with Yeonjun on it called Blockbuster. That one is really good as well. So yeah, check out this album if you haven't yet. It is really good. I promise. Alright, the next album I'm going to talk about is Artemis's Dall album, DALL, which stands for Divine All Love and Live. This is a very good album. I would call this album sparkly. If you like sparkly vibes, if you're a sparkly kind of person, listen to this album. It's called Sparkly. There's literally a song on this album called Sparkly. Even the concept photos are sparkly. It's a sparkly album. She's a sparkly girl. And oh my gosh, the title track of this album, Virtual Angel, is really good. I think they really captured like a Y2K, like digital, but ethereal kind of vibe with that song and with the music video as well. If you watch the music video, they have two different versions. They have the humanized version, which is the one that's kind of easier to look at because the original version is like very flashy. So if you're sensitive to really flashy stuff, I wouldn't watch the regular version. I would watch the human eye version. Although even the human eye version is kind of flashy too, but not nearly as bad as the other one. And they have a song on here with kind of retro vibes, Candy Crush. That one is really good. I really love that song. And Candy Crush has like this one cute line. I don't know like the line in Korean, but it's like, I passed 1,000,000 stars and walked 1,000,000 miles to come here. Which is really cute. I just thought that was a really cute. I thought it was a really cute line. Really cute. Okay. And then, what's next? Oh, Flower Rhythm. Flower Rhythm's really good. That one's really pretty too. That one's really cute. Good song. Very good song. And then there's a lot of songs on here. I'm not going to go over every single one. But there's one song on here that is like completely different from the rest. And that is Birth. Birth has more of like a creepy, like kind of horror vibe. Even the music video for Birth also has like kind of horror themes. Which, they're disturbing, but they're kind of funny looking. like some of the artwork. At least in my opinion. I don't know. Maybe a different opinion for you. But yeah, and I know I'm also not like the only person to say that like this is like one of the best albums, at least of the year. But I don't know, a lot of people are saying that like this album is like one of the best albums like in K-pop. So I'm not the only one with this thought, okay? I'm not the only one. But I do agree with them. This album is really good. Album ASMR. Listen to this one. There are a couple albums in this list where I'm going to be talking about like the whole series as an album if I think that series is like so good. Like if I think that like all the albums in that series are like level, I'm just going to talk about the whole series as like one. And that's what I'm about to do right now. So we're going to talk about ATEEZ's The World Series. I have a couple albums from the series. I have part 3 on vinyl. And I have part 2, Outlaw. I don't have part 1 yet. One of these days I will, because that one's just, it is just so good. I would describe the World Series as something you listen to if you want your soul to ascend into outer space. That is what I would describe most of this series, especially I would say the first 2 albums, Outlaw and Outlaw, which is the second one, and Movement, which is the first one especially. But the third one is also really good too, which is why I've included it in this. Okay. So, yeah. Like, I would want this injected into my veins. And oh my gosh, the vocals. Don't even get me started. Don't even get me started. I could probably talk about this series. I could probably do a whole video. Oh my gosh. I don't even know, like, I don't even know how to pick a favorite song. Because, oh my gosh, all so good. I love Cyberpunk. I love The Ring. Oh my gosh, The Ring's really good. I love Dune. But Dune is really good. Django's really good. Wake Up is really good. Is also good. And then for part 3, anyways, Mats is really good. From part 3. Mats. It's You. It's You. That one's so good. I love that song. Just, oh my gosh. Oh, and Everything by Jongho. Oh, like I said, vocals are so good. And it's because of Jongho. Well, actually, they're all really good. But Jongho is their main vocalist, and oh my gosh, his voice is so good. It is so good. But yeah, ATEEZ's The World Series, really good. Definitely check it out. BTS's HYYH series. Girl. First of all, the HYYH series is what got me into BTS. I was gonna say K-pop, but no, it was actually Girls' Generation that got me into K-pop. But I don't know if I would be this deep into K-pop without the HYYH series. It is just so good. All the songs are so beautiful. This is my first K-pop album I ever bought. This one right here. The first one I ever bought. Ever. Almost 10 years ago. Just crazy. But girl, these songs are so good. Like part 1, we got a lot of fun songs like Converse High. Converse High is iconic. I love Converse High. The lyrics are silly, but it's like, oh my gosh, I don't know how to describe Converse High. It's a pretty song, like it's very pretty sounding, but the song is basically about like how they're attracted to this girl because of like her Converse high tops. Like they really like her Converse high tops, except for Suga. He prefers Jordans. So, and then Fun Boys that one's a really fun song. It's probably one of my favorite fun BTS songs. And then there's a lot of really pretty songs, like Hold Me Tight. Hold Me Tight is oh my gosh, that song is so pretty. And Love Is Not Over outro, which the full version of Love Is Not Over is on part 3 in the Young Forever, which part 3, there are like remixes and stuff, but then they also have the full version of not Young Forever. Well, yeah, it has Young Forever on here, which is a very sentimental song. HYH era is just very sentimental and nostalgic, but it has a lot of fun songs. Part 2, their fun songs would be Babe Say. But my ultimate favorite BTS song is on part 2, which is Autumn Leaves. I love that song. That song is absolutely beautiful. That is a song that makes you feel like you're levitating. At least in my opinion. I love it. And My City is also a really fun song along with Babe Say. But Babe Say is more like, I would say the vibes of the song aren't for everybody. And I would say that because I have it on my jobs playlist. So at least once a week, just about, all of my coworkers are like almost forced to listen to it because I had them added to the playlist. And I get kind of mixed reviews with that song. But I personally love it. And then Wailing 52 is a very pretty song. And it's a sad song because it's about like a lonely whale, pretty much. Which, like, when you first listen to it, you might laugh because the lyrics are like, lonely, lonely, lonely whale. And, you know, it might be kind of funny, but it's actually sad. It's actually really sad. So yeah, definitely check out BTS's HYYH. HYYH series. HYYH stands for Hwayang Yeonhwa. Sorry for my pronunciation. Hwayang Yeonhwa, which means the most beautiful moment in life. But I just say HYYH for short. Alright, next we have the iconic Pink Tape album by FX. Just kind of going with my outfit. Slay. When discussing the best K-pop album of all time, usually this album comes up for different reasons. One of them is because of the packaging. I mean, just look at how neat this packaging is. I love the artwork on it. It's amazing. But it's not just the packaging and the concept photos that are amazing, but the songs inside are so good as well. This album is just so full of bops. Ooh, I would have to say my favorite song on this album, I really like Toy, but I also really like Pretty Girl, which are both noisy. This song, so FX, in my opinion, is kind of like, they're one of the pioneers for like noise music, I would say, in K-pop. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but in my opinion, like, compared to other groups, especially other girl groups from like the early 2000s and the 2010s. They have like the noisiest discography. Kick is noisy. Toy is noisy, like, but it's also just a very K-pop-y album. Like, I definitely wouldn't expect to hear any songs like this playing on mainstream American radio. So yeah, but it's really good. All the songs on here are bops. They have a song on here with EXO's Dio. It's called Goodbye Summer. Wait, that's on this album, right? Yes. that is on this album. And it's got like some pretty songs too, like Airplane. I think Airplane's a pretty song. And Ending Page is pretty. It's a slower song. So, but yeah, it's just got a very unique sound, and FX is known to have a very unique sound. Yeah, definitely just check it out. Like, most people say that this is like at least one of the best K-pop albums of all time. Like, it's not just me saying that, but like a lot of people online say that this is one of the best. So, give her a listen. It's hard to buy a physical copy of this now because they don't print these anymore. They're super expensive. I've seen people selling them online for like over $100 to like $200. Thankfully, I bought this when I was in like 10th grade for $25 online. So I was very lucky to get this at a normal price, because nowadays, like, you're not going to get this album at a normal price. So if you end up loving the album and you have extra money to spare, definitely buy a copy of the album too if you can afford it. So I definitely recommend. It's a great album. Alright, next we have Red Velvet's Cosmic album. I love this album. It's a mini album. Sometimes I will talk about mini albums as well for this series, just because I think that there are a lot of really good mini albums as well. And Red Velvet's newest one, Cosmic, is no exception. I think this album is also kind of sparkly, I would say, especially the title track, Cosmic. Cosmic is super pretty. It's such a beautiful song. I love that song. Very ethereal, very... yeah, I don't know how else to explain it. I would call this album like a girly pop album, but not in like a bubblegum pop kind of way, but just in more like an ethereal, sparkly kind of way. I would honestly say that my favorite song on this album might be Sunflower. It's just such a fun song. Is that supposed to come? Oh, I'm so silly. I've kept this part on the whole time. Okay. Well then. But yeah, Sunflower is my favorite song on this track. Love Arcade is also really fun. It's just one thing I love about Red Velvet and like this whole album is that these songs aren't like TikTok songs. You know, they're very full. They're full songs, and it's really nice to hear that in K-pop, especially nowadays. Sometimes you don't always get that. So props to Red Velvet for that. We love that. We stan. Oh, it's Discord. Check out this album. Alright, next I'm going to be talking about Extraordinary Heroes Troubleshooting album, which unfortunately I do not have that album right now. Hopefully I'll get it soon. I really do want that album. But, y'all, Extraordinary Heroes, what's a bad song? What is a bad song, honestly? With Extraordinary Heroes, you don't know. But this album, it just came out this year, 2024. But it's such a high quality album. It's one of those albums where it's like, I just want to inject it into my veins. Like, earbuds are not enough. I need this album flowing through my bloodstream, okay? Like, it is that good. I would say my favorite song might be Dreaming Girl. I forgot the name of it for a second. I was gonna say Pretty Girl, but that's from the FX album I was just talking about. Dreaming Girl. Oh my gosh, that song is so beautiful, and their vocals, like Extraordinary Heroes have amazing vocals, and all of the songs on this album really do showcase that. And they are a rock band, so there's definitely a lot of like good rock songs on this album. Songs like Money on My Mind and Moneyball on this album are more of like their hardcore rock songs on this album. Their newest album has even more like hardcore rock songs, but that's for a later time to talk about. But yeah, definitely check out Troubleshooting by Extraordinary Heroes, especially if you've never listened to Extraordinary Heroes before. I promise you, their music is so good. I'm like just now getting into them this year, and I love them. I love their music. It is so good. I have yet to hear a single bad song from this band. Alright, next is BTS's Love Yourself Tear. This album is so good, and I know I'm not the only person who thinks that this is definitely one of BTS's best works ever. The songs on here are amazing. If I were to pick a favorite song on this album, it would probably be Paradise, which is kind of an underrated song, but it's a very inspirational song. It's so pretty. They have a lot of really like just pretty songs on here, like sparkly pretty, like Magic Shop I would consider to be a sparkly song. 134340, I don't think I consider that sparkly, but it is still pretty. It's a very pretty song. It's got like a nice little flute in there, you know, if you love a good flute moment. But yeah, Fake Love is it's definitely like a darker pop song. Fake Love is a darker pop song. And it has Airplane Part 2, which has that nice Latin music vibe going on, and then Anpanman, which is just a super fun, bright, upbeat song to like get you in a good mood. So yeah, this album has a little bit of everything in it, so definitely check it out if you have not heard this album yet. Check it out. Alright, last one for this video is NCT 127's Cherry Bomb EP. Now, unfortunately, I also don't have that album. I wish I did. It is really good. Even like, okay, so NCT, they do get a lot of hate for their noise music, and Cherry Bomb is no exception. It is very noisy. It is a very weird song. If you like noise songs, you'll like Cherry Bomb, alright? The lyrics are quite interesting. The instrumental's interesting, but I mean, I personally love it. Again, this video is my opinion, so, you know, don't take it as fact. But not all of their songs are like that, and I would say that goes for the rest of the album. My favorite song on this album is probably Summer 127. That is a really, really good song. Very good, upbeat summer song. I got to see NCT 127 in concert back in 2019, and they performed that song. One of the best moments of my life. It was amazing. It was so much fun. I miss it. I miss it. I want to go back to that moment. I want to hear that song live again. It's so good. So yeah, Summer 127. Zero Mile is a really fun song. They just have a lot of really fun songs on here. But then you have Sun and Moon, which is like one of the slower songs. But it is such a pretty song. Like, their voices are really beautiful, which I don't know if that's a controversial thing to say right now, because one of the main vocalists is in trouble right now. I don't know if I can say too much because I don't want... He's allegedly a bad person, okay? Allegedly he is a bad person. But separate the art from the artist. It is a very beautiful song, very well sung. And Running to You is also, I would consider, another noise song that is on this album as well. So yeah, if you like noise music, I mean, just check out NCT in general, but this album has got a lot of bops. So, alright, that is the end of part 1 of the best K-pop songs. That is the end of part 1 of the best K-pop albums ever, in my opinion. Again, it's my opinion. If you don't agree, that's okay. But definitely comment down below which K-pop albums you think are the best, okay? So yeah, this is my first this is my first video on this channel. I plan on talking about K-pop, obviously, and I also want to talk about J-fashion on here as well, like J-fashion, Harajuku fashion, because I'm really into that right now. Basically, just talking about my hobbies and interests. So if you are into that, subscribe. And yeah, in between the parts, I might upload different videos as well, just to have different things going on, but I will finish the next 2 parts, okay? And y'all need to hold me to that because I'm bad at keeping those kind of promises. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like if you liked it. If you liked the video, make sure you like. If you didn't like it, then I'm sorry. But anyways, subscribe, comment, whatever. Or don't. I can't make you. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!